I have a secret that I want to tell a lot of people that a lot of people might not know. But a lot of chosen ones, how should I put it? A lot of chosen ones have drank from the fountain of youth. A lot of chosen beings have drank from the fountain of youth. This is why a lot of chosen beings, they look extremely young for their age. They can still do things as if, like, how old are you again? And these people, they not only look young for their age, but for some reason, they still have the adolescent type attitude. Even though they are extremely smart, they're very educated, and they are smart physically and spiritually. They still have like an adolescence to them. They still like big babies. This is why a lot of them are empath. They real sensitive. They are basically geniuses in a childlike state of mind, and they have drank from the fountain of youth. So they like to have fun. They like to go out, and a lot of them, the fact that they don't know who they are, they have became to be depressed. But once a chosen being really find out who they are, they might not know everything yet, because everybody, we ain't gonna know everything yet. But once you realize enough, once you have awakened enough to know who you are, you're going to start feeling alive, right? And if a awakened depressed person right now was to finally wake up and realize who they are and where they are and why they are here, they are going to look extremely different. Right now, if you was to come into a depressed, awakened being, but this being doesn't know, this person doesn't know that he or she is chosen. So right now, they are living a life that they don't understand, and they are deeply depressed, and they look depressed. But if you was to sit down to a chosen being that is not aware that they are chosen, and you let them know, and you show them, and a chosen being know how to talk to a person in order to wake them up, that person is going to come alive. And it's going to be, not only will that person look younger for their age, but they got like an aura to them that is just life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they have a certain light on them. Not only do they look young, but it's like they look alive. And it's something that, it's a look that you cannot describe. And a lot of chosen beings right now that is aware of who they are, you can tell who they are by their aura. They just look alive. They look very vibrant, right? And the reason why I mentioned this is because we live on Earth where it's a lot of people on Earth. They gotta cheat. They gotta cheat to get the fountain of youth. They gotta cheat their way through it. They get surgery done. They get all this stuff done to their bodies. They get all this stuff done to their faces. They drink certain shit. They eat certain shit because they need that fountain of youth, because it's not real. They got to get it. See, when you have spiritually inherit drinking from the fountain of youth, you don't got to do nothing but just live. That's all you got to do is live. Because you're going to always have the fountain of youth because you drank from it spiritually. So no matter what you go through in life, as long as you know who you are, you're going to always have youth in you. You got people down here that know that they will never have youth again. But they never drank from it. Or if they did drink from it, they lost it because they gave it up. So now they got to cheat their way through life to get the fountain of youth. But once you are a chosen being, once you have been anointed, you already drank from the fountain of youth because that's part of who you are. Because where we come from, we never age, we never die. So all the water that we drink from the original world that we come from is the fountain of youth. It's a lot of shit I want to say on TikTok, but I can't. And it's funny because I've been through 7 pages already, and it's a lot of shit that I haven't even said yet. And if I got banned 7 fucking times, 6 times, shit, I can imagine. But I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. The only reason why I make these videos and I say the things that a lot of people think that I shouldn't say or it's dangerous for me to say is because honestly, I don't want to say anything. If it was me, I'd be hiding somewhere under a rock or moving and with a fucking mask on my face. I'd be living life in the dark. No one would see me. But even though I am aware and I really want to live a more secretive life, I want to be undercover. That's how I really want to live my life. I know that it's people like me that is not like that, that is not aware. So when I did become awakened, I promised myself and I promised the source that I was going to go and I was going to tell the world what I have experienced. I was going to tell the world what I know, you know. So that's one of the real reasons why I did it. Because when I became awakened, I said I gotta tell the world this. I can't keep this to myself. I have to share my experiences. I have to share these things because I just felt it in the moment that I became awakened. I felt it all over me, not just in my heart, my spirit. I felt that I had to tell people, like, go out and tell the world what you went through. Go out and tell the world. But honestly, if it was my choice, because it is my choice though. I would want to live a very secretive life. It's like I wouldn't have no identity here. I wouldn't live like that. I would live very secretive. I would go on a bus stop and no one wouldn't even notice I'm there. That's the type of life I want to live, where though I could be somewhere people don't even know I'm there, but everywhere I fucking go, everybody notice me. I can go into a building and all of a sudden I can just feel everybody just looking at me. I just feel like, and no matter where I go, I don't give a fuck where I go, my name alone stands out. The way I physically look stands out. I could be somewhere, and this one lady said, the reason why you look that way is because you have a very distinctive look. You don't have an ordinary look, so you're gonna always stand out the crowd. And I done heard that shit so much in my life until I'm like, it bothers me because I really don't want to be that way. If it was up to me, I would want to blend in with everybody or be invisible. But when I became awakened, I told myself and I promised myself and I promised the source that I was going to share with the world what I know. Because I know it's other people that is just like me, but they are not aware of what's going on. So even right now, if I had my way to live a secret life that in the darkness where no one would see me, if I had that choice and I could do that right now, it's still not in me to hold back what I know. So I think it's my mission to tell the world and spread to the world what I know. I think it's my mission to do that because I don't see nothing about me being silent on what I know. And I knew, to be real honest, I knew when I decided to make that decision to share it with the world, I knew that I was going to get ridiculed. I knew that I was going to be called a liar. I knew that I was going to be called the devil. I knew that I was going to be called a lot of names. When I became awakened and I promised myself as well as the source that I was going to do this mission, I knew everything that I was going to get. I was aware of it, and I said I can deal with it. This is why I went through 6 pages on TikTok, 6 pages, and because I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to get ridiculed. I knew everything. I said, I know what's going to happen because I knew what I have experienced spiritually was different than a lot of other people. So I'm, that's why when I go on live and when people comment on my videos and shit and they try to talk about the way I look and all of this shit don't faze me because I knew I was going to go through it. And the thing about it is, when I go through these things, it don't bother me because I am aware of it. I just cuss your ass the fuck out. But other than that, it don't bother me because it never stopped me, and it will never stop me. You know what I'm saying? I am here on a mission, and I have a purpose, and the purpose that I have is a spiritual purpose. And the thing about it is, we got to get more into our spiritual purpose than our soul purpose. Because maybe if we focus on our spiritual purpose, a lot of us wouldn't do the dumb shit that we do.